Cheers. Get that morning banana. Hell yeah. Oh, I'm pretty sore, guys. Pretty sore, but not as sore as I thought it'd be. Mostly, grappling, man. Did some grappling yesterday. Shouted freaking American top team in Tuscaloosa. I think formerly known as Summit Kickboxing. Um, that is an OG franchise. I'm trying to remember. Was it like Forrest Griffin? Is that where he started like freaking 25 years ago or something? I'm probably wrong about that, but I remember American Top Team being around for a long ass time. They're like one of the OGs in terms of MMA. Cool place. Let me finish like chewing my banana. mm. All right, enough screwing around. Yeah, it was a cool place, man. My friend Avery invited me there to like open mat, so it wasn't like a proper class or anything. It was just hanging out and rolling. Rolled for like an hour and a half, not non-stop, obviously. There were just four guys there, so we were kind of taking turns and stuff. Um, Probably got, I don't know, man, a pretty good amount of rolling, and I would say probably 20 to 30 minutes of like actual rolling in that entire time. And the rest was either uh, resting and watching the other guys roll, or warming up, doing some stretches, stuff like that. Pretty tough, man. I haven't done that in like a decade, guys. Maybe even longer. I think, yeah, you know what? Actually, when I got here, I went to one single freaking class at a place called Cobra, and I can't speak for them now. They might be better, but when I went that one day, they were off, dude. I got, I swear there was one guy there that was just roiding out, and he freaking like threw me basically onto my head. Uh, and my neck hurt for like 2 weeks after that. I was like, I'm not going back to this fucking place. And then on top of that, I get ringworm. Just like a dirty place full of fucking weirdos. But again, only went there once. Could have been often. Might be way more professional now. So I don't want to talk shit, but that was my one day experience, like, I don't know, 6 years ago or something when I moved here. When I moved to Alabama. Other than that one class, I had not done any jiu-jitsu in probably like 12 years. Like, I was thinking about it. I pretty much stopped in 2012. Like, from 2008 to 2012 was when I did it, when I was in college. With freaking Casey Baines out of Watkinsville, Georgia. Shout out Megalodon MMA. And I was in college, so it wasn't like, I think the first year or two I was pretty consistent, but after that I was like struggling trying to get a degree, so I barely went at all. But yeah, that was my really the only time I was ever training consistently in my life in jiu-jitsu. And we're talking about, it's funny because I was talking to the guys and they're all like younger dudes. And they're like, oh man, I was like 5 years old, in 2008. They're like, oh man, you were doing freaking jiu-jitsu and MMA was just starting to get like popular and stuff. And I was like, kinda, I guess so. I guess I'm pretty fucking old. It was cool to see how much different it was. Uh, and Avery brought this up too. He was like, were there more leg locks? And I was like, yeah, there's definitely more leg attacks going on than I remember. And I remember, dude, the leg locks were weird because I think it was mostly the Brazilians that would consider them like dirty. For like the longest time, they're just like, oh, like attacking the legs is dirty, like attacking the ankles is dirty, like don't do that. Like that was kind of the vibe for a long time. Was the leg attacks were like, I don't know, they're just like dirty moves. You know what I mean? Like whatever the fuck that's supposed to mean. So not many people would teach them, and usually they would not even allow you to do them when you were rolling, unless you were like a brown belt or higher. That was kind of the vibe back then. But I think two of the guys there were still white belts, working on their blue belts, and they were attacking the legs, which is cool. I mean, I think you should be able to do that at any level. Like, otherwise, you're never gonna freaking learn, right? Kind of silly that back in the day that was such like a, I don't know, a big no-no. Pretty stupid. But that was cool. And also I realized like there's so many positions. I knew this already just from like kind of like sort of kind of keeping up with the sport. There's so many more positions now that are being trained, you know. And they've like named like everything. Like, you know, I feel like back in the day you had freaking the basic positions, maybe a couple of crazy things here and there like X guard. But for the most part it was just like guard, mount, side control, north, south. That was basically, you know, half guard, you know. That was pretty much it. Uh, but eventually people started like, you know, establishing these weird positions and naming these positions, and I feel like back in the day they would just call like a scramble position or something. And so they would like wouldn't be comfortable staying in like some wacky guard, or I can't even name these positions 'cause I didn't even know what the fuck was going on half the time, but there were a lot of weird positions where these dudes were attacking, where I feel like back in the day they wouldn't even bother attacking in those positions. They'd probably try to secure something considered more dominant, like a mount or, you know, side control or something. So that was really cool to see. And I like that a lot because it made things a lot more interesting and more fast-paced. And at all times, there was just something going on. You know, I feel like there was a lot of, when I did jiu-jitsu, there's a whole lot of stalling, and again, a whole lot of emphasis on trying to secure the most advantageous position and then like stay there. You know, whereas these guys, it was almost more of like a catch wrestling vibe where it was like attack, attack, attack. You know what I mean? Which I think is awesome. Aggressive grappling like that and dynamic grappling like that is fucking sick. So I like that a lot. I think it's great to see that the sport has evolved. I think for the better in that way. In my humble opinion, I don't fucking know anything really, guys. But yeah, man, it's a good time. I think I'm gonna keep doing it at least once a week if I can. I have no idea what that would cost me, but I'll figure it out. I'm a freaking adult with money, so we'll see. I'm a little concerned about the way my mid-back was feeling. I might check out, I might just contact, get a consultation with like a therapist or something. There was a guy they were kind of promoting at the gym that they said was great for their guys' injuries and tweaks. I might call this dude out. Call this dude up and just ask like, hey, I've got chronic back issues. Can you help me figure this out? Like, 'cause it's fucking annoying. You know, I don't want to freaking injure myself doing something fun. You know, fucking sparring guys half my age, basically, almost. But what else, man? I don't know. It was a good time. Great cardio. I didn't really feel like cardio was my limiting factor. Muscular endurance just kind of hit me at the end. Like even after like probably the first like 2 rolls, you know, maybe like 4 minutes of rolling or something, I felt like sore already. Using muscles I hadn't used in a long time. Especially in my neck and traps. and like just like cervical and thoracic spinal muscles especially. I could feel I was using my quads more than usual. My quads are super sore today. It feels like I freaking squatted. Like I literally had trouble getting, on and off the toilet earlier when I woke up this morning. Walking down the stairs. I don't know, man. It was fun. It was fun as fuck. That's all I gotta say, pretty much. And shout out Avery. Shout out freaking American Top Team Tuscaloosa. Cool place. I did find out that and I tried to text this person, but they may have changed their number. Just don't want to fucking talk to me. I don't know. It's been like 3 years almost. But an acquaintance of mine, her husband owns a freaking jiu-jitsu gym that's like literally right next to me. I just found this out randomly when I was searching this other MMA gym. This like popped up, and I was like, "Oh, what is this place?" And I heard of this. This is new. Literally 3 minutes away. So I do want to hang out with my friend, and I like the dudes I was hanging out with, yesterday. They were really cool, but I'm gonna have to check out this place, especially if I can get in contact with these people, because I know both of them, her and her husband, and he, like, I guess maybe they could co-own the place. I'm not really sure how that works, but he runs it, so I might I might have to check that out, because that's pretty sick. If I can just drive like 3 minutes and get some rolling in, go home, fuck off, you know what I mean? This other place is also not too far away. It's gonna be like a 15-minute drive, but 3 minutes is 5 times better than 15 minutes. Really, 10, well, yeah. Okay, I was about to say 10 times, and I was like, what the fuck am I talking about? I can't do math. It's too early in the morning. I was thinking there and back. I don't know. I'm fucking stupid. I'm not good at math, guys. I feel like I'm a decently intelligent person, but I'm not a math person at all. My brain is, like, stupid in terms of mathematics. Cannot do it in my head at all. Anyway, on that note, I'm going to finish my freaking banana and go about my day. Y'all take care. Peace out.